Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Steel Donut. My name is Matt, and with me today we have Bob.
Hey, this is my current intro line.
Connor.
Hello there.
And Yella.
Good day.
And once again, guys, I'm having a real big issue, okay? I probably should have told you about this before now. I'm trying to make a Sonic story, but, like, the only way I know how to do it is with, like, pictures and shit. Like,
You don't need pictures, though, for a Sonic story.
But it's the only way I know how to do it. Well,
right. But what I'm saying is, you don't need them.
How do you know I don't need them?
Because there's a Wikihow article, which I've smoothly transitioned to. Wikihow to make a Sonic story without pictures.
Oh my god, that's possible? Can you do
without
that?
them?
Is that even feasible?
I should mention, this is a viewer request requested on Twitter by Dervix.
Dervix or Derv9 or
Derv9.
Friend of the show. Good guy.
Yeah.
Him.
So you're watching your favorite show, Sonic X. It might not be your favorite.
Wow, way to make assumptions.
That's
Two assumptions in one sentence.
Can we get a timer on how quickly they backpedal?
It's literally the next word. So
just
basically,
sentence. Can I get a timer for how long I said the words Sonic X? Because favorite show to it might not be your favorite is pretty quick.
It might just be your second favorite. Sonic and Tails AM might be your favorite.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sonic
Underground
Sonic
if you're a
Underground.
Sonic hipster,
Yeah.
If you're a Sonic and also a music boy.
Yeah. Well, I prefer the Sonic radio play because I don't need my Sonic stories with pictures.
I really kind of regret spending money on all these Sonic drama CDs, but maybe
the Sonic stage K-drama was pretty fucking weird, gotta say.
I don't know why they even did that.
How did they do that? They made us. It was on stage. It's Sonic. It was weird.
It was a
The
K-drama
casting was even
somehow.
weirder. Yeah. Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Turn Off the Slow. The Broadway musical.
Wow.
Sonic X, it might not be your favorite. And you think, hey, I could make a story about this.
I mean, that's how most fan fiction authors start. They see something and they're like, hey, I can write about this if I want to. And they're not wrong.
And story links to how to write a good story. This article will teach you how to make a Sonic story without pictures.
And then story links to find story ideas.
That didn't really explain where the pictures come in. Like, is this like a common problem?
Bob, I want to make a Sonic story. I need pictures.
No, that's my question.
You don't understand, Bob. You don't understand.
I agree. I don't understand. That's why I'm asking.
God, no one understands me. I'm moving out of this house.
Well, clearly these 17 co-authors
I guess
understand.
This is an intervention, because we're going to read you a wiki article on how to make it without pictures.
Yeah,
I guess, apparently.
It'll work. Trust us.
All right. Step 1. We look at the first picture in this WikiHow article.
Hey, there's pictures right there.
That's hypocrisy of the highest calendar.
Calendar.
Look at this guy. He's on his like little shitty MSI laptop with his Intel Atom or whatever the fuck he's got.
Look how many
here.
fucking tabs he has open.
Look at all those tabs. What is he?
What the shit?
Why do you have so many
that's so
tabs
many
open?
tabs.
So
I didn't even see that.
Right down there, you can see he's got his Google Chrome open, and I believe that's Notepad open.
Why Notepad?
Right Why Notepad?
Well,
Why do you have Notepad?
Get a proper word processor. Come on.
You got to start somewhere.
You got to
I had
start.
to hit bottom before I hit top.
You start in Notepad, and then once you get like 10
Oh my
positive
gosh,
reviews,
guys,
then you can get LibreOffice.
you can open the picture even bigger and it like it's like by 3,000, and then you can zoom in on his laptop, and he has all of those tabs are WikiHow tabs except for 3 of them.
Oh my god, you're right. Holy shit.
Holy sheesh!
What the fuck?
How?
Except for like 4 of them.
How?
And then there's a Google, a Facebook, this
and an
picture
Imgur
on
over
the
there.
screen, and an Imgur, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize he doesn't have a start button. He's got Windows Media Player or whatever.
Shit. How does... Damn, this guy uses the console keys like a boss.
Oh,
I'm so glad I found out you could do that. That's
yeah.
incredible.
That's
It
weird.
added so much to this.
Anyway, the real step one. Connor, give us that step.
Oh yeah, we're doing a Wikihow article.
Oh, right. Step 1. Get an idea of who your villain is, whether it's Eggman, Scourge, Nazo, etc.
That is definitely
Etc.
that is definitely a problem that we see with a lot of stories. They start writing and they go, I could pick a villain, but how about I just stick a bunch of pictures in here?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And then
I'll
someone
admit,
else
I
says,
do
"Hey,
fall-
wait, villain, go with the villain, man."
I do
Never-
fall. I do fall prey to this a little bit when I go to make my Sonic story and I start trying to think of a villain. I just get pictures. That's all I do.
Yeah, you end up you start off the day and you're like, by the end of the day, I will have a villain selected. And then you look at the end of the day and it's just a folder full of Amy Trap pictures.
You've opened up like 30 tabs, and you're just looking at
All of them
the
Wikihow
artwork from
articles.
Sonic games.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to raise your Chow in Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, wiki how to make a chaos chow. Wiki how to look like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Anyway, there was a link
Wiki how to close tabs.
Wiki how to create a perfect villain.
Yeah.
But you could even make your own. Also decide your heroes and anti-heroes, whether they include Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, etc. End parenthesis, there was no starting parenthesis.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Whoa.
And
Also,
parenthesis,
that links
period.
to create a comic book hero.
Yeah.
I like how even if we're just taking this as just writing steps, the first step is figure out what you're writing about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's important.
That's a
Well,
good
not
first
even
step.
necessarily what to write about, just who is your villain, not
Oh, yeah,
what is
just
their
figure out who
plan
your villain
or
or hero is.
I've never
Yeah.
met anybody who's decided to write something and then started trying to come up with what to write about. Like they just
usually-
say they're just open ended, like super. They don't think this would be really cool in a story, and then try to frame a story around that. Instead, they
No,
go
they
the other
think-
way.
they think
I want to make
wanna-
a story.
Yeah, and then they start thinking,
It's like
what
if
goes
somebody
in
says,
a
like,
story?
I want to be a world famous inventor. Now, what can I invent?
Yeah.
Like, that's not the way to do it. Figure
No,
out the problem that you want to solve, or in this case, figure out the story that you want to tell,
like
and
maybe
then write it.
Yeah, usually people would, get an idea like, this could be interesting, and then they start thinking about how do I turn this into a story?
Right. How do I make this a compelling, interesting whatchamacallit?
I want to make a cool album. Okay, what instrument should I learn?
Right.
What genre of
I
music
want to
should I
become
play?
a world famous musician. Now, what's music?
Yeah, exactly.
What is a music?
How do I perform
How do I get
a
a
music?
music?
Where can I buy a music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to
You
get
go-
one music to go, please.
Yeah.
Moving on, step 2. Pick an interesting title.
No.
What? I'm gonna write something. Pick a villain and a title and go from there?
No.
Yeah, that's where you start.
That.
What?
I remember
This
I
is
tried
so-
writing a story a long time ago when I was like a little kid, and I picked my title first. And I remember I was showing my dad what I'd written, and he said, I like it, but what does the title mean? And I stared at him, and I was like, holy shit, the title's supposed to tell you what the story's like, or about, or anything. And I just
Yeah.
picked the title because it was cool. And I was like, oh fuck, I fucked up, didn't I? And he's like, yeah, you should pick the title at the end.
Yeah.
When you know what the story
Your
is.
dad was like, "Yeah, you fucked up.
You
son.
fucked
He
up,
said it."
kid. I didn't raise no bitch.
Damn, son,
you little
I am
shithead.
disappointed.
Damn, your dad went hard in.
And then he just
on-
threw my computer out onto the street and said, fuck you.
Oh no.
Do better next time, you little bitch.
I don't even want to see your face until you get 5 stars on
No
Goodreads.
son of mine names their story before they
Before writing
figured
it.
out what's gonna happen in it.
Anyway, to
I swear
expound.
to God, I swear to God, if this article is like, come up with a title, and then, like, come up with a location, and then, like, I don't know, spend 12 years doing world building and some shit, I'm gonna be cracking my fucking knuckles, alright?
What world building? Station
Like
Square's
Knuckles?
all you need.
Yeah, Station
you're
Square.
right.
And then you gotta crack your knuckles, like Knuckles and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Anyway, to expound further upon this beautiful step, the title is important for making a story, because if you already figured out your title, then it will be easier to make the story, or vice versa.
Yes,
Fuck
vice
you.
versa.
Vice
Obviously,
versa?
fucking vice versa. It's not.
It will
This is
either
so
be
fucking backwards.
it will either be this completely wrong piece of advice, or it'll be the opposite,
Which
Which is
the
good
right.
advice. Yeah.
which is right then.
Yeah, that's like one of the last things, or at least after you figure out what your story's about, then you can be like, okay, what's a good title that makes sense or is symbolic or whatever.
Or at least, like, you can come up with a title, but then, like, integrate everything else to fit the title. But then
Yeah.
you have to come up with everything else. Don't come up with a bad guy in a title and start.
Well, maybe if we move on to step
Then
3.
again, if you come up with a bad guy and make a sick Photoshop image and then call it that title, then I guess you've got a picture for your Sonic story.
Yeah,
But
but
that's-
Yeah, and then-
no!
and
But
then
we're not
you're
supposed
all
to
wrong.
have pictures. That's
Yeah,
the
I
whole
know,
point of this
You're not
article.
supposed to be doing that, so I
Oh,
guess ignore
no.
me.
Yeah, don't do
Come
that.
on,
Don't listen
dude.
to
I
Connor.
thought this was an intervention for me, and you're just telling me to do the same thing I was doing already?
Well, how about you intervent yourself and read us step 3?
Oh, can I get step 3?
well,
you-
sure,
because-
okay.
Because like,
I mean-
look at him, right? He's got his hands out right there, and he
Uh-huh.
says, and it says, pick the setting. Possibly start out with Green Hill Zone, somewhere else on Mobius, maybe an alternate universe such as Mobius,
Oh,
Moe.
I-
No, it's Moebius.
Moabius.
Oh,
And I'm just thinking,
no.
he's looking at it, and he's like, okay, I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Green
I wanna
Hill Zone.
I want to set my story between a pair of titties.
yeah.
Wait, hear me out. Rouge has titties.
Oh, no.
That's her defining character trait.
Yeah, kind of, actually.
Some
sadly.
people say she's a thief, but she's got anime titties.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. This story is going straight to Pillowy Mound Zone.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Sweater puppy zone.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ugh. Also, I'm guessing Moebius is something from the Archie comics, because the Archie comics are fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
That's all I can say about the Archie comics.
they
They're
don't go to
fucking
Station
weird.
Square enough. That's fucked up enough for me.
You've got Station Square. What else do you need?
Yeah. Well, maybe Westopolis.
Who needs
Personally, more
Westopolis?
games. More
Or
games.
Crisis
on
City.
Station
I mean,
Square.
come
You
on.
said Crisis City, you said Westopolis. All I'm hearing is Station Square.
Station Square, yeah.
Just
Oh.
Station
Did you know?
Square.
Did you know that?
I'm sorry.
All the highways that you see, like with the, the cars.
Oh
that,
my
like,
God.
that go upside down and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like Radical Highway. All of them just circle. They just circle Station Square.
Yeah, they just circle stations.
and they
know
cut
where to
through
go.
Station Square in different directions, so you can get
I
around.
mean, Station Square itself has some really fucked up roads in that one
I mean,
level.
Station Square is a fucking train station. But where does it
Yeah.
go? Other parts of Station Square.
Yeah, I guess.
Now arriving, Station Square. Now leaving, Station Square. Now
God damn
arriving,
it.
Station Square.
God, this
You
is
can
giving me
never
all
escape
sorts of
Station
flashbacks.
Square.
There is no city escape in Station Square.
Yeah. You
No,
jump
that
out
was
the
the
helicopter
second
and you
Sonic
land at the
Adventure.
top of the hill and you're like riding down and then finally when you reach the bottom you're back in the helicopter and you're like, what?
You're that-
Wait,
no.
what? But what?
And then the helicopter lands back in Sonic Adventure 1, and you're at
Yeah, and
Station
you just
Square.
it lands and it's like now arriving Station Square.
And you're like, I thought I moved
All
on to the
roads
next
lead to
game.
Station Square.
Yeah. Station Square wasn't built in a day.
Alright.
I'm still in a dream.
Moving on before I die.
Square Eater.
Oh my god. I'm still in the train station. Square Eater.
Did you know that whole sequence from the Matrix Revolutions where Neo's in the train station talking and he's like in between life and death? That's all takes place in
Station Square, yeah.
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 Okay.
Did you also know that the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 3 took place in Station Square?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Russia? Russia doesn't exist.
What's Russia?
Everything
Russia's a
is Station
subsidiary
Square.
of Station Square.
Yeah.
No.
Look around you.
It's only Station Square.
Where are you right now? You're
I'm
in
at
Station
Station
Square.
Square. Whoa.
You're in
Yeah.
Station Square.
All of us, the world, is Station Square.
All right, step
Now
4.
arriving.
Write
Station
the story. Write the story. After you've
Oh.
done all this other shit, now you
now
write
you-
your story.
Now you can just write it. Just
You
do
still
it.
don't have a
How you-
plot.
I
You
like.
still don't have a plot.
I just like that you have to pick your villain and your title and your setting before you
Yeah.
can
That's
write
it.
your story.
But
Like
that's
that's it.
it.
I like how you have to pick your villain first.
Yeah.
You don't need
And
a
then pick a
main
title.
character. You don't need a main character. You don't need a plot. Just a
Guys, I
villain,
think we
a
should-
title, and a set.
I think at the very end of this, we should try to write some short stories.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and just like we don't have to submit them anywhere. We'll just read them aloud, or just say them aloud.
Oh, I love
I
this.
think that'd be very good.
In this step, you can have fun as you as you use your creativity to make a great story to read. I like how this
What?
is the step you have fun. The other
Don't
steps
wanna-
you gotta be fucking miserable.
Yeah, what a weird sentence. In this step, you can have fun implies the rest of the steps you can't have fun.
No,
Use your
don't have
creativity to
fun.
make a great story to read. Why don't you just say write a great story?
Not make a great one.
How
to read.
the fuck do you make a great story to not read?
Yeah, well, I
You're
make
writing
great
a
stories
story.
to look at because I only use Sonic pictures.
Pictures. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh
you
my
had to
God,
specify to read so that I wouldn't use fucking pictograms like fucking hieroglyphics or some shit.
Come up
Oh
with
my
the
God.
plot.
Like I'm
rising
in
action-
egg pyramid or some shit.
This next sentence.
Come up with the plot, rising action, climax, falling action, and conclusion.
Wow.
But don't write it. Just come up with it. You save those nuggets for next time you need them.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my- I just
no,
like-
next
I
time
just
you
like
need them,
that.
you just come up with the villain, the setting, the title, and then you go from there, and then just write some more shit down that you don't use.
Can we just talk for a second about how so we had separate steps for the villain, the title, and the setting, and then in this final step, which tells us to just go right, it tells us to come up with a plot as
Yeah.
as like an
Like the most
afterthought.
important part.
Yeah, as like an afterthought, not
It's
not,
like, oh,
not even
right, yeah, stories usually have a thing. What's
Plots
that thing
and-
called? Where the people
Yeah.
do the things, and they,
yeah. And events occur.
yeah,
And-
it goes forward in time, unless there's
Mm-hmm.
time travel, sometimes there's back. What's that thing called?
and then all of it kind of comes to a head, and then
Yeah,
Fuck it.
sex
Let me
scenes,
just go
that's
watch-
it, sex scenes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
sex,
right, yes.
That's what it is.
Let me just go watch some more of my favorite show, Sonic X, and I'll get back to this later.
What if it's not your favorite show, though?
Oh, well.
Ooh, I mean,
you
it
know,
might not be.
It's got to be accommodating, so.
Yeah.
Step 5. Have fun and post it online. Fanfiction and DeviantArt work nicely.
Okay,
Fan
DeviantArt
fiction.
works. DeviantArt works decently. Fanfiction.net does not work.
No, not fanfiction.net. Fanfiction.
Yeah,
Just fan fiction.
Just the link to Wikihow to create incredible fan fiction.
And
So
Wikihow
DeviantArt
to
gets their
use
website name,
DeviantArt.
but fanfiction.net, no, they're just fanfiction.
They didn't get paid enough.
Well, you know, guys, there's actually I have a question that I need you that I need answered, and
Is it
yeah.
from the community Q&A? Are you the one
thankfully
who
they
asked
already
this?
answered it for me. I was gonna ask, should I add my own characters like Scarlet the Wolf?
No! If you do, you'll probably get teased. Stick with the classics. Those are some of the best characters, except for Charmy the Bee.
Unhelpful.
What?
Some of the best characters, though.
Except for Charmy the Bee.
Yeah, you could use BioC. He's the best character.
Yeah, I'm.
Hell, even fucking Mighty the Armadillo is a better choice than
I'll
Charmy the
PM
Bee.
you the deeds and grant you permission to use.
Yeah, I'm.
Or Knack the Weasel. No, everybody knows
or
Knack the
Neck,
Weasel.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that it has two not helpful and one helpful.
yeah. All right. So wait, why would the two not helpful? That's extremely true. You will get teased if you come up with your stupid fucking OC. That's basically half of what we do at the Steel Donut.
Just deal with stupid Sonic OCs.
Yeah, the person responding to that question is right. Stick with the classics. Some of them are okay characters.
Yeah, they have a personality and abilities that are not completely stupid.
Well, tips. If you make a mistake, it's okay to go ahead and rewrite that part. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, really.
You know what?
Guys, really.
Yeah,
really.
rewrite.
It's okay to rewrite parts of your
just
story.
do that.
I'm serious.
That's okay.
I'm speaking
Yeah,
to
like-
all you guys.
Little PSA from the Steel Donut and Wikihow working together. If you make a mistake, it's okay to go ahead and rewrite that part. It's not the end of the world. Please do it.
Can that
Please
be the
do it.
first?
Fucking fix your shit.
Could that be the first tip on like every writing WikiHow?
Yeah, like-
and also writing website and article.
Yeah, anything.
Hey guys,
Whatever.
it's Bob from the Steel Donut, and some people don't think it's okay to fix your shit. Well, I'm here to tell you it is.
If somebody tries to tell you that it's not okay to fix your mistakes, that's no good.
No good.
Yeah.
Another tip. If you don't know where to begin, start off, at making up a villain. I mean, start off small. Write spin-offs, gap fills, side stories, one-shots, etc.
So much, etc.
Write spin-offs, gap fills, side stories, one-shots. Okay, spin-offs are basically... That's not small. That's like the same
Spin-offs
thing
and
as just
side
writing
stories.
another fucking story.
Spin-offs
Yeah.
and side stories could be huge.
It could be
Yeah,
huge.
like-
And gap fills, most of the Sonic the Hedgehog universe is like disconnected. I mean, like,
Yeah.
they have like old classic Sonic and modern Sonic now, but like, they have not established how any of the modern Sonic games fit together.
There is no like overarching, chronology. Not like, for example, they did
only
with
way
Legend of Zelda or whatever.
Yeah,
It's-
the only way you can follow the chronology is by following which stupid characters got introduced when. So, like, Shadow shows up in Sonic Adventure 2, and he's in all the other games after that, so you know,
Yeah.
okay, this has
He
to happen
started here.
after the events of Sonic Adventure 2. Besides that, there's no... he becomes a werehog, and he goes to, like, become a knight, and, like,
Space.
he collects genie rings, and, like,
Yeah,
all that shit.
and
Does
then he
that
goes
happen
to
in the same
space.
universe?
Great.
There's no gap fill there. That's just nonsense.
Yeah, there was that weird month where Sonic kept getting sucked into books. It was kind of weird, but
Yeah.
I guess he's
And
over
then
that
other
now,
random people kept getting sucked into Sonic stories? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Actually, that's never stopped. That's never stopped.
It's been true since the beginning of time.
I've lost too many of my friends to getting sucked into Sonic fanfics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
It's really tragic whenever that happens.
I tried to watch Sonic X, the new episode, as soon as it came out, got sucked right in. Try to determine the specific Sonic universe your story pertains to. Is it in the SatAM, comics, anime, or video games?
I guess that's kind of important. I mean, fair enough.
So-
fair enough.
How is this any different than making a Sonic story with pictures?
Yeah, I'm kind of. I'm still. I'm actually kind of wondering now.
We've been kind of joking around it. What do you mean without
Okay,
pictures?
so I'm pretty sure without pictures in the parentheses is to denote that this article does not have pictures yet, which is a blatant fucking
does.
lie because it does have pictures. I can
It
only
either
assume the article was made parentheses without pictures. Pictures were added later, and nobody ever changed the title of the article. Hence why it's probably
'cause
still tagged
to
as
get
a stub.
serious. You make no sense if you're talking about writing the story without pictures. Most stories are without pictures.
But no, oh no, well maybe they added this later, but like in the description of the article it says this article will
shit,
teach
you're
you how
right.
to make a Sonic story without pictures, no parentheses.
See, I just assumed
weird.
that was
I think that
Talking
maybe
about-
that was added later, and what Matt said is
Yeah.
still true.
yeah, because like
Probably.
most people don't like have to go write graphic novels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I now I imagine that one of these 17 co-authors just saw this article and was like, "Wait, it says without pictures, but there's pictures in the article, though it doesn't actually talk about adding pictures to the story. So maybe they forgot to note that in the description. I'll just add that real quick."
Yeah.
Like something like that might have happened. Like,
Well, let's just skip over these tips because they're boring as shit.
Yeah.
people talking about turning stuff into whatever.
Oh my god.
Check out that warning, though.
Fucking god.
Do not write an official Sonic the Hedgehog story without permission of Sega, Sonic Team, and other related enterprises. Sonic the Hedgehog is copyright property of Sega.
How are you going
Sega.
to write an official Sonic the Hedgehog story without their permission?
So you go to Sega, and you go to Sonic Team, and you go to, whoever else is involved.
Mhm.
And you're like, I want to write Sonic and Mario at the 2017 non-Olympic Games.
Just games.
Just some games.
Some games.
Or I want to write Sonic and Mario go to the CS:GO finals. And and I want it to be official. And they say, "Are you nuts?" No. And
No.
you go, "Too bad, motherfuckers."
I
Here I
already
go.
did it.
Here you go. And you put
can't stop
official Sonic and Mario go to. And so Nintendo's pissed at you, Sega's pissed at you, Valve is pissed at you.
Yeah, I mean, they have ways of
The E-League
making
people
you
are pissed
disappear.
at you.
Bob, have you ever, all those people put up those disclaimers saying they don't own whatever, because have you ever seen someone who says they do own it? No, because that person disappears in the middle of the night and is found in a body bag at the bottom of the ocean.
Damn.
Oh my god. I guess I'm kind of glad the killers have
Sega's got some contacts on speed dial. You want to fuck with them?
I mean, I guess I'm glad that the killers are courteous enough to put you in a body bag.
I guess that
Saves everybody else some time. Nobody has to look at a gory body. I mean, I guess the first person to
they'll
open up
have
the
to.
bag, they go, and they close the bag.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they're like, they put a little "do not open" note
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, they'd say, like, warning,
That's how that works.
trigger warning, actual
Trigger
corpse
warning.
inside.
Yeah.
The first thing you learn...
Trigger warning and content warning.
Yeah.
Actual
Yeah,
corpse.
the first thing you learn in fanfiction school is you have to put up like a 3-paragraph disclaimer saying that you don't own anything.
It's a
Not
spiffy
only-
disclaimer.
Or
Not
else,
only-
if they think you're taking their characters, they're going to take your fucking life.
I mean, not only that you don't own these characters or whatever, but also that you think that if you write about characters, that such a thing will actually happen in an alternate universe. So don't write anything too crazy, all right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And by the way, did you know that when you die, your story becomes fiction?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
also
whoa.
that.
That's why we relate stories of people who've died.
Whoa.
Yeah,
to
you know.
carry on their fiction.
This is what a deep, interesting conversation we're having. That's
Oh my
totally
God,
not
I
a
hate
reference
it.
to
All
another
Just a
video.
reference. Yeah.
That other people
Go
that,
watch End Book
that people,
Zero.
Yeah, that people who haven't seen End Book Zero won't have a fucking clue what we're talking about.
God, it was so bad. Oh, by the way, one thing to note, before you get started with all of this on how to, make a story without pictures, there's some things you'll need. You'll need a TV,
Why?
a computer,
Okay.
internet, and
Wait.
Microsoft Word.
Well, I'd assume I have internet if I'm browsing this article, unless Wikihow released this in a fucking book.
Yeah, no,
Unless
this
you're,
this
like,
one's one of the
on
printed
3G
ones.
or some shit.
I printed this article out at my local library and brought it home, and I'm
Yeah,
perusing it there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Also, why do you need a TV?
I mean,
to watch Sonic X, my dude.
yeah,
Oh,
my
You gotta
favorite
watch
anime.
Sonic X in that 4K.
Yeah,
All right.
And that
I
four
mean-
kids.
yeah, also that.
Yeah, 4 kids, 4K.
That's what
My
4K
favorite.
stands for.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 4 kids.
Yeah, 4K.
I watch everything else in 1080p, but when I'm down to watch some Sonic,
I have to watch the 4Kids dub.
some One Piece, I gotta watch the 4Kids dub, and I gotta watch it in 4K.
Yeah. Did you know the PlayStation 4
only
Pro
way.
natively runs in 4Kids dubs?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, it's true.
Crazy.
I mean-
Insane how quickly technology,
Yeah, advances,
evolves.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad that I'm actually kind of miffed. Actually, I say glad, but I'm actually kind of miffed that you can only use Microsoft Word for this, not
Yeah, no.
any other kind of Word. Like if
Yeah.
I happen to have Open Office, that's not an
Yeah,
option.
you can't use Google Drive.
No,
can't
that's
use-
also nope. Anyway, enough staring at pictures, because this was how to make a Sonic story without pictures. Do you think you can do that now, Matt? And did we solve your problem?
Oh, well,
I
we didn't
guess.
come up with our own stories. Do we want to still do that? We can just end it. I don't care. People can just do it in the comments.
Yeah, tell
guys,
us your story.
Think
Can
of
you make
think
it?
of a villain and a title.
Yeah,
and
give us it in the steps. Yeah, number 1,
go from there.
villain.
Yeah.
Number 2, setting. No.
No,
Number 2,
title.
title. Number 3, setting, and then I guess you can just write
the story,
whatever,
and have fun and post it online in our
Yeah.
comments section, because why not?
Yeah.
Otherwise, fanfiction, DeviantArt, they work.
Yeah.
They
Allegedly.
They apparently work. Well, yeah. Who recommended that? That was Derv.
Dervix.
Yeah.
Cervix,
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the request. He requested it on Twitter. If you want to request stuff, you can send it to us on Twitter or in a comment or in an email or like really just get it to us. Give us a link to the thing that you want us to cover. We'll take a look at it.
Which you can
And,
also do on our Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
Link in the description.
Yep. And we're on there all the time. We hang out. All right. Well,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
watching.
watching.